Okay guys, I thought I'd make a video of me grooming and bathing Foxy today. This will be a short video. This is my first attempt. These are all the things that I use while grooming Foxy. Hey Foxy, say hi. Alright, so here we are. Foxy gives very little resistance. She knows it. She knows all that's involved, and she's been doing this for many years. So we have our little light to add some more light to the process. We have her special shears. Use. Alright, we have a brush and we have a pair of scissors here. Okay, so hopefully you can see what's going on. So if you can see, been doing this for many years. So Foxy's will be 5 in August. I think I've been doing her, painting her nails since she was about 3. So if you have all the right tools, you can do this pretty quickly. So you have to be careful not to hurt the animal while you're doing this, because once you give them a little reason for concern, it takes a bit of time to build up that trust again. So you have to basically move quickly. She's very good. You can see she doesn't give any trouble. I like to clean under her paws as well, just to reduce the hair on the hair so she can have a better grip when she's walking. Yep, so you can see we're neaten up a little. If you take too long in an area, she'll start to pull away and tell you she has had enough with that one. Alright, so we use this brush just to clean the area up, and then we move on to the next part. So she's assuring me that she's okay with what I'm doing. Not sure, can you see what I'm doing, but the only thing she doesn't really like is to have her nails clipped. And I don't know any dog that really likes that process. She absolutely hates that. But I try to make it quick and as painless as possible. I think really it is the very rarely that I cut her nails and it will bleed. Maybe 1 or 2 nails this might happen, but I think that is the trauma of the sudden nipping, cutting of the nails can create some anxiety, and I think that's probably what she hates the most. Yep. So every so often you have to reassure her, yay, we made it through that process and we're good. I like to use a scissors sometimes to just nip any hairs that I see on here, but you have to know your sight, line of sight for the blades, so you don't cut where you're not supposed to cut. Yep. So while I have her in this position, I like to cut the hairs in her ear as well. So make sure that they're good, and then do a visual inspection of the ear canal as well to see that there's nothing in the ear or any foreign matter, and that the ears are pretty clean. So she knows now that we're gonna do hind legs. So I have to move pretty quickly because this is a bit more uncomfortable for her. So I'm actually supporting her weight. I've lowered it a little so she can get more comfortable. So I work a very stressful 9 to 5, so I use this opportunity to groom my dog as a kind of stress reliever. You know, the dogs give back such unconditional love, and I take pride and pleasure in the fact that, you know, I can do this for her, and some might say she doesn't enjoy it, but she doesn't run away when I call her. She's waiting for me to groom her on a Saturday. She's very smart. She knows, you know, she knows the routine. I'm a person of routine, and she's also a dog that likes routine. So for years we've been doing this on a Saturday morning, and she looks forward to the interaction. And after I groom her, she will be with me throughout the house. Everywhere I go, she's toe to toe with me, and you know, she feels as though she's been pampered and well taken care of. So I think she is enjoying it. Certainly she's enjoying my company, and I'm enjoying hers as well. So I enjoy this. Hey, Foxxy. Alright, let's do the next one. So, I'm not sure if you're going to see this next one too clearly because it's a bit tricky, but I think I'll just pause the video for this because you're not going to see it anyway. Alright, we're almost through. Let me pause and then I'll move on to the next one. Alright, so we just did her rear left hind leg, her toes, and so I'm just gonna make sure that everything's okay underneath the paw pads. Alright, so that's it. Alright, so I like to also make sure that this area is clean, so that issues with Cleopatra. We don't want to have any poo or anything that's getting caught in her tail part. So we like to just keep this area clean and clear. Alright. me see what I can do with this tail. Alright. Looks fair. Okay, so we're finished with this aspect. I'm going to start with the actual shampooing. Not sure how I'm going to do this while on camera as well, so pause it. Alright, so here we are. We're about to shampoo. So set her up, and I'm going to purchase this from Amazon just for this purpose, so that we can have a nice steady flow of water. So I like to give her a warm shower, not too cold. So we take her collar off. Collar is off here. I like to clean that afterwards. So I like to start with washing her face area first. So I like to hold her ears down, and then just with her face up. And I like to use baby shampoo on her face so her eyes don't burn. Get her up here. Not sure if you can see this too well. Wash her face. And I use a brush and gently clean this area. She likes this part. She's a fairly clean dog. She's an indoor dog. She doesn't get very dirty, but I like to keep her clean. She doesn't like this part when I do the mouth. You have to be very gentle and make sure that you hold her firm but not uncomfortable. You definitely don't want the bristles of the brush to get in her eye and damage her eye. And that's it. I like to also use this opportunity to clean her jewelry, her name tag, and her little bell. We put a bell on her. She's so tiny. We need to know where she is. Sometimes you don't want to step on her. She knows the routine. We wash her eyes as well. All while keeping the ears covered. And we move on quickly to her shampoo. This is the shampoo we use. I'm not promoting anything, but this is the one that we like. Get her underbelly. I'm just going to pause because this is going to be a very long video if we don't pause in between. Okay. And pause in there. Neck. Try to wash the thumb now. Focus on that later. here. See, she has no resistance. She knows the routine. She knows I'm not gonna hurt her. So she pretty happy with the spa day treatment. Yeah, we like to give her 2 shampoos actually, especially in the summer. And, you know, like everybody else, they get hot and a little smelly sometimes. So I give her 2 shampoos. This is the second one. I give her a massage. So she likes it. So you have to kind of move quickly with the underbelly. You know. Rinse her out. So after you've thoroughly rinsed your dog from shampoo, I like to add some conditioner. Yeah. And she knows at the end to give us a little shake so she can get that shampoo on. Shake, shake, good. Alright, so we're going to put the conditioner on. Shake, shake. Okay. Alright. So that's just to get the excess water off the coat so we can apply the shampoo. Alright, so I put my hand on her and that indicates that she shouldn't really shake again. Alright, so that's the conditioner. And we like to just work that in. You know, doesn't stay on her for very long. Probably not as long as the manufacturer recommends, but you know, rinse most of it off anyway. I find that if you keep too much of the conditioner on her, I mean if you don't rinse it thoroughly, by day 5 she'll start to have a little, you know, Foxxy smell, we call it. So we try to rinse her thoroughly just to make sure that that doesn't happen, because she is a little fox, and so we have to not have any strange and foreign odors. Alright, so I'm gonna just rinse her off. Pause for a second. So we're rinsing her off. This is her shampoo, and we want to make sure that we rinse her thoroughly and that the water is not too warm and not too cold at the same time, leaning on the cooler side. So get down the ears, the eyes, so nothing is left in the eye. Good wash. Yeah. And of course we like to get up under here, make sure that everything is properly rinsed. you'll see when I'm finished with this, she knows this part of the grooming is finished, and she will get all excited and ready to move on to the next phase because she knows we're almost done. All right. She's gonna scoop on, yeah. Hey Foxy, are you ready for the next phase? All right, here we go. All right, so you see here we have prepared her towel to receive her, and I also like to have some alcohol, this type of alcohol that I like to put in her ears just to dry up any fluid that may have gotten down the ear canal during the whole grooming, shampooing process. So we'll start with getting her on the table. All right. Okay. Come. She's knows this routine very well. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna get ready to blow her out. She knows what this means. Foxy. I don't know if she likes it. I don't think she likes it, but she's well behaved. So I put half in one ear and half in the other. And I slowly introduce it to the ear canal. And then I like to pinch the ear and just, work it through, work it in. That should look alright, come. See, she stands for it. No fighting, no nothing. Just put it in there. Flashes that out. Alright, then I use this old blow dryer that I've had for older than Foxy. Gives a bit of trouble to get going. Come on. Alright, there we go. She's trained. If I put my hand out, she'll stop and keep still. This usually takes about 5 or so minutes, so I'm going to pause the video while I dry her. Come on. We're almost done. I've changed the setting on the dryer to cool setting just to, kind of cool her down a bit. And it's not important to get her absolutely dry, you know, she's about 90-95% dry. And we can leave some moisture on her, which will help to keep her cool as well, especially after blow drying. Alright, so we're through blow drying, and I like to just brush her out after. She hates this, so I have to kind of hold her a bit firm around the ears. I don't know why she hates this. I think she just gets impatient. Alright, so moving on now to the final stages, where we like to just apply her polish. So here we go. Alright. So let me see if she'll do it today. She knows to go over all the way over to the side here. Let me see if she'll do it for us. You see she's going over there by herself. I'm not leading her. She just knows the routine. She doesn't have to be, but I like to have her strapped in so that we can have no issues. Alright, so we got the nail polish. What am I missing? Nail polish, that. Alright. Alright, so she's calmed down and she's now ready to have her polish applied. So I had my little additional lighting. So we have her polish here. I'm not sure. I have no idea what this is, other than it's pink. So we'll apply. She positions herself to receive her nail polish. Now, I know once I post this, you're gonna have all kinds of critics and people giving me all kinds of negative crap, but I don't care what you have to say if it's negative. Just keep it to yourself, because she doesn't look like she doesn't enjoy it. I like to see it on her. People like to see it on her, and so yeah. So keep your negative remarks to yourself. It's usually coming from a area of what we say bad mind. So that will just show you up in the comments. All right. So yeah, not interested in your negative comments. Okay. We live positively here. Right. Okay. Thank you. Helping me with that. Alright, so it's a bit more difficult to do her hind legs, so I'll just do that one now. So we're through. We're through with the whole grooming process today. So we take this off. Okay. We want to smudge the nails. She knows when she hears this, we're finished, right? Right, Foxy? Alright, okay. 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 Keep still. Voila, we're through. At the end, I like to give her a treat. So I'll take her in and give her a treat to reward her for her good behavior. Right? So, go ahead and do that. Hey Foxy, you're looking down. Hey, say hi. All right, so she knows what's next. Yes, you want to get the treat? Wait. I'm teasing her. All right. She runs off into the bed. And that's our Saturday morning spa day with Foxy. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next posting.